Tyranny of Dragons. I am your Dungeon Master, the Master of Dungeons, Dr.JWolfenstein, and it is a pleasure to see you all again. You all joined me for a fantastic episode of Seas of Wadari last week, so this week is, of course, Tyranny of Dragons. And I have some of my amazing cast of characters. Unfortunately, Mason and Matt couldn't be here because of prior obligations. Adulting is very hard. I don't like how the camera sits sometimes. But anyway, adulting is very hard, and so they were unable to make it. However, I still have at least the majority of the crew, so we will be playing, of course. So, with me, I will introduce them as they appear at the bottom of my screen here. First, I have Celine the Stargazer, played by the ever-lovely Callie Cat.
Hello there. By the stars above, I'm so glad that you could join us, and let's look forward to adventures, friendship, love, and no, there isn't anything else in life.
I have my phone going off because reasons. Next, we have Eric. We have Eric played by. We have Eric joining us today.
Hi.
And hopefully he will be on time for the rest of the while. Real life forbidding. Because fuck real life sometimes.
Really?
Then we have Thierry, played by Mr. Whitehill.
Hello, everyone. It is a pleasure being here.
That's not scary at all. And then we have Mr. Rattlegast, played by my brother David.
Welcome, friends, one and all. Pleasure to have you join us. Yeah.
Those glasses sell that voice.
Welcome.
Just put him a bit over your nose, so we have the old man look.
Come closer.
There you go.
No, closer. Yes, come. Yes, I have a secret to tell you.
Jesus.
God, it sounds so much like the old guy from
I'm just imagining Rattlegast has
Diablo.
a pair of reading glasses.
Yes, Deckard Cain. And that's exactly what he's going for. Because
I know that character very well.
You need to share some of Celine's stories, but do it in the old man voice.
Me and David crushed that game when it first came out.
Obliterated it.
Yeah, we crushed it.
And never stood a chance.
6-7 hours.
Yeah.
If that. In one sitting, too. I remember we crushed it, and then it was all in one sitting, and then we were kind of annoyed because we had to start over, and it was just, we didn't get like half the levels, and I was like, the fuck is this shit? I have to replay through the whole goddamn game.
Get fast, the fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was so disappointing, but so great at the same time, because
that was awesome.
Just me and David getting a game like that, because that doesn't happen often.
Nope. Not enough.
Male wizard for life, because Crispin Freeman is the most sexy voice in all of voice acting. Fight me, I dare you.
Unquestionable.
Yeah. And he could be reading the dictionary, and I would so listen to that shit. But anyway, enough fan guying. Last time, our intrepid heroes were. Lots of chicanery happened, if I recall. You set a forest on fire. You killed a bunch of giant spiders and ettercaps.
Yep.
Yep.
I went to town butchering those motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, it was an experience. I tell you what.
It was not a fair fight.
No, it was not.
No.
Speaking of.
Rattlegast was almost engulfed by the flames.
Almost. Very almost.
As the As the intrepid adventurers leave the flaming ashes of their conquest behind. Yeah, that's what we'll call it.
A conquest.
Yeah,
The heavily quotes conquest.
and I'm just saying
Heroes.
that's what we're gonna call it.
They were very conquested.
Ah, I'm gone for one day, and I
Um,
come back and the Catholics are crusading. Well, the Nazis are invading.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I can wake up and choose Deus Vult if I really want to.
Yes.
Do the morning prayer. This is what I want today.
This is when I went to the. Oh, skeletons are coming to life. Oh, okay.
So there has been a little bit of DMing behind the screen, by the way. Certain abilities, certain spells. As the DM, I am the final say in everything, and that is the truth of all DMs everywhere. You are the final say, so don't lose your head over it. Just make the best call you can. In the meantime, focusing on the fun stuff, not the tedious work that is my existence. But you guys have rested. You've camped for the night. Yes,
Before going to sleep, may I do something?
of course.
Okay. So I will dump. Thea will just go off to a corner of the camp, put a little note. Just take out a little piece of paper, not being stealthy about it. Put a little note. When you see them, don't freak out. That's all I'm writing in the note, leaving them by everyone's bedrolls. And I'm spending my 2 third-level spell slots animating the 2 skeletons I have.
Okay. All right. So that's how we're going to start today.
Or rather, ended, but.
I mean, So, animate dead, yeah?
Yeah, animate that. I have two humanoid skeletons in my bag,
That you do.
and I'm animating them with one use each of animate dead. I just need to cast once every day to reassert control over them if they survive.
Correct. You do. So, my question is this. Now that you've summoned them, because you can, you now have 2 skeletons. Are you going to try to clothe them and disguise them, or are they just kind of walking around bare bones?
Hold up.
This may or may not be important.
I kind of generally assume if the DM asks.
Yep. I don't have the spell prepared, but I will ask in the morning for some clothing for them because I'm gonna cast As You Were on them.
You know somebody who's good with a stitch kit, but you know
Oh.
somebody who also might not be okay with this.
Awesome.
I don't have it. I don't have it prepared today, but I am going to cast that on.
Okay, that's no problem. So, for those of you who don't know, As You Were is a fun little spell that came out in Deep Magic, which is available on Roll20 with full integration, which I think is fan-fucking-tastic.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
I really do.
Except for the spell we had to nerf.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, some of the spells are a little unbalanced, and
a little, most,
a little. But also some of the spells are just flavorful. But so As You Were
is one of them.
As You Were is a very fun little flavor ability. When you cast on a dead or undead body, As You Were returns that creature to the appearance it had in life while it was healthy and uninjured.
How long does it last?
The target must have a physical body. If the spell fails, the target is normally if the target is normally non-corporeal. If the target is an undead creature, It also restored the appearance it had in life, even if it died from disease or wounds a century ago. The target looks, smells, and sounds, if it can speak, as it did in life. Friends and family can tell something's wrong. They can roll an insight check against your spell save. Only if they have a reason to be suspicious, aka knowing the person's dead.
Yep.
Spells and abilities that detect undead are also fooled, but the creature remains susceptible to turn undead as normal. This spell doesn't confer the ability to speak on undead that normally can't speak. The creature eats, drinks, and breathes as a living creature does. It can mimic sleep, but has no more need of it than it had before. It lasts a number of hours equal to your caster level. You can
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the part I was.
Oh, yeah.
Waiting for.
You can use an action to end the spell early. Any amount of radiant or necrotic damage to the creature, or any effect that reduces its constitution, also ends the spell. If this spell is cast on an undead creature that isn't your ally or under your control, it makes a charisma throw to resist.
Okay, so less the number of hours equal to my caster level.
Correct. So
Okay, so I can give them like cloaks, and we have spare weapons and shit in the cart, don't we?
yes, you
We're
do.
bound to.
I think
So
you also
I'm
have
gonna
spare cloaks because you have those guard uniforms.
yeah. So give them that. Give them some bows and swords and shields. I don't know.
Yeah. Yes, it would be a spear, but a spear and a sword, no bow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although Serial might have one spare bow. Now that I'm
Yeah.
thinking about
Because he has the plus. Because he has this +1.
Yeah. So there is a spare bow to be had. But
Yeah. I'm
guard
gonna disguise them as guards and shit as
All right.
guards.
You know,
And you know hooded cloak, so they can pull it down.
Yeah, fair enough. Very Eins Ulgo.
And if we need to get into a town and they need to come with me, I can cast a spell then.
Okay. So, you animate dead. Now the question. So the only question I had, or have rather, is you did that before you went to sleep.
Yes.
Okay. So in the morning, when you all wake up, you decide to get on the road. Your party does, however, notice that there are 2 additions to your particular group. Also, Acrony notices, but he also hired you guys to protect him, so he doesn't really care.
I mean, the more the merrier. That's what he's thinking.
Pretty much. He had no objection when you guys hired
The other dwarf.
Von Ram.
Oh.
So he had no objections when you guys hired him. So, still no objections. Everyone else, you all wake up and notice you have 2 new members tagging along with you. What do you guys think? Radagast and Celine.
Celine generally greets everybody and makes friends with everybody every day. Oh man, this isn't gonna go good.
Can I? I mean, I would like inspect them. Can I obviously tell that they're undead?
If you get close and look probably if you go close and look below the hood, you can see that fucking skull. Yeah.
And Celine hugs people.
Yeah, you just feel flesh.
I'm just gonna point this out.
So you hug these 2 new individuals.
Oh yeah.
And you feel bone and armor.
Tom and Jerry, I have no response to this. Yes, I've named them.
Tom and Jerry, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Brilliant.
I have to think about how to roleplay this. I think
I just look straight over to Thirhay. I'm just glaring at him.
I think I have to ask a DM question, so let me type something out here.
Oh, and you guys did see a note saying when you see them, don't freak out.
You did. That was a note that was sent or left with you all.
She already got punished really hard last time. This is rough.
Let me go grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Very simple. So the stars in your case would remind you that they are more than likely dead that you have slain because those people were evil. And that so long as they're not killing random townspeople or Fearhay is not killing random civilians, then they are simply tools to be used.
So the reason I mentioned that, okay, so within that mindset, what? Hold on.
Every age, don't you want to see something strange?
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
All right.
Come with me, then you will
Wow.
see.
That's gonna be hard. All right. So Celine hugs them, and you can see her freeze up her entire body for a second. And she looks like she's about ready to freak the fuck out and scream. And then there's just a moment where she stares off in the distance as the skeletons just keep walking and doing skeleton things.
By the way, as you hug and freeze, Tom just goes.
Yeah. Yeah. She flinches down before getting a kind of lost look. And as the caravan keeps going, she's just staring. Like, no, she hasn't moved as the caravan goes by. She's not moving. She's not doing anything. It's like she's completely lost for a second.
Well, Celine, I just turned Celine back down to the caravan and push her along.
Yeah. It's like pushing a corpse, a feeling you probably know.
Yep, you're not even wrong.
Yeah, her legs aren't moving. Nothing's moving. It's like and at that point, you see her drop comatose.
Okay.
Serial would come over at that one and carry you over to one of the wagons and put you inside.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'd help with that.
Yeah, she's completely out.
Yep. So, the party continues on. Fearhay or Celine, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Celine, yeah, I'll just roll it real quick.
Yeah,
I already got it written out. 2.
Oh God.
Nothing happens on this particular day of travel. You guys manage to travel along just fine. The cultists ahead seem to be driving a little faster than usual. You're not quite sure why that may be. But they are indeed in a hurry. Then again, you're all kind of in a hurry to get the fuck out of the traveling and get to Waterdeep.
Especially after being attacked by Biter Endercap.
Yep. Which you do note that this particular section of the trip, which I will draw on the map, is no longer as covered in spiderwebs.
Okay, and we're between the High Moor and the Trollbark Forest, right?
Yes.
I'm looking at stream just to see what's the fuck is going on just on the map because you don't have anything revealed.
Scroll down to the bottom. You guys should be able to see the whole map. Can you guys not see the map this whole time?
No, I can see the whole. I can see the whole map, but
Okay.
you don't have the locations revealed. That's.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, their names actually don't show up for you guys?
No, that's on the DM layer.
Oh, sorry. I thought for sure that you could see them, but I forget that I is special boy.
He was very special boy.
I understand this because I'm starting to use Roll20 and not doing a very good job of it.
Yeah.
Luckily, Call of Cthulhu's mostly theater of the mind.
Yeah.
That makes it a lot easier in that regard.
Yep.
So
So I just got shot daggers by the old man.
Yes. That's very accurate.
Oh, jeez.
But he didn't throw daggers, so I'm safe.
Oh no, I threw daggers. They just weren't the metal kind.
Oh, the mental one?
Oh, yeah,
Man-
David was
man-
out of the room for that. Yeah, Celine.
Yeah.
Celine
Ocular
was
daggers.
comatose.
Celine just collapsed after being head
Oh.
patted by Tom. The head pat of doom.
So much hatred.
So, whoa, so that just happened? You just collapsed?
Yes.
Yes, she basically went comatose, and then it was helped into one of the wagons by Serial
Yeah.
and Thierry.
And
She went
Yeah.
to hug one of the skeletons.
I
Because
just
she
went,
hugs
look,
people. And then she stared
Her
off into
entire world
space for
shattered
a
around
long
her.
period.
So, right
almost
when
got
that
left
was-
behind.
Right when
And
that's
then-
happening,
Mhm.
I would look at Callie and then scowl even harder at Thierry. And-
Theodore will just
and
look
then
back.
assist.
Theodore will just look back. I did warn you all. First of all, I did warn you. Second, I've disguised it.
He's a child, you fool.
So am
You-
I. What the fuck? I'm
Hey there.
16.
Oh, what?
I am
You-
16.
You jest.
Nope.
Can I, like, okay, I Rattlegas legitimately thinks he's lying.
Yeah. you
Can I
roll
do
an
it?
insight,
Can I do an insight?
And Whitehill, you can roll a persuasion.
Okay. Well, natural one. And I forgot to turn off guidance.
So
So,
hold on. I have some DM judging to do. So you critically failed to persuade him. However,
Hey.
he critically succeeded to know that you're telling the truth. You're just bad at it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that yes, you do know he is telling the truth, or what he believes to be the truth. I'll leave that up to
Oh.
your character's interpretation, Rattlegast.
you are a very strange turtle. Did you know that?
Isn't it obvious?
Isn't that obvious?
Now it is. Yes.
My friend, I'm gonna say this. I died at 16. I don't know how long I was dead for, so.
That
Okay,
you believe.
wait. That's different, though. That's not the same as age.
Isn't it though?
And the
Yeah,
thing
it's
is,
not. That's
I
correct.
guess
It
you
is
have
not.
two lifespans at this point.
the thing is, Theo doesn't know how long he was dead for. So he believes he's still 16, and he's continuing his life from there.
Oh, wait. So was he like unconscious during that time?
No, I mean, kinda. He doesn't
mean
remember
dead?
that well. He doesn't remember.
Okay,
I mean,
so
he
that-
was. Fucking,
So
He
the
was fucking
years.
dead.
So he was 16. He died, and then he.
He doesn't
Whatever,
know
he was
how long
dead
it's
for-
been.
dead
he doesn't know
or-
how long it's been between his death, his resurrection,
Lost a bunch of money. And now.
Now,
Okay.
most of his past is a blur, other than who's responsible, what group they were a part of.
So you have memories of 16 years.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
Those are the only memories he still has, and he doesn't have much beyond 16. He has maybe his 16th year. This is metagame information for the players to better understand each other. But yeah, no. And because Whitehill actually doesn't know this either. But most of his regular life is forgotten. He couldn't tell you. He could barely tell you the names of his parents who died with him.
So basically, imagine a revenant in D&D terms. This is basically what I am at this point.
Yeah.
White Hill is as close to a revenant as a PC can get without actually fucking
Being a
dying.
revenant. Yeah.
Again.
True. In White Hill's case, it's again.
Yeah.
Your age explains your imprudence. Take more care in the future.
Well, I'm just gonna warn you all. There might be a lot more of these guys in the future, so
Maybe keep them out of sight, or I don't know, make them look not like a skeleton.
They are in
Well-
armor with hooded cloaks, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
So first of all,
Just-
You
From
had to
afar,
actually like look and like investigate for a hot minute.
Rattlegas isn't impressed.
Fair. But Celine just went up and hugged one, felt nothing but bone and armor, and had a fucking freak out.
and
had a
and I have-
panic attack and just.
I
Well,
have-
you know
and I have-
behind the scenes what's going on with that.
I do.
and I have some magic that can disguise them for a few hours.
Maybe try that for a first greeting next time. That sounds like a great idea. Sounds like an extremely useful spell, yes.
Yes, but it is limited for the amount of time it's active, and it restrains my capabilities for the day.
You have a lot of excuses, don't you?
It's more practicality than excuses.
Another one. Very good. Are you pulling them out of your pocket? It's impressive.
I swear.
Rattlegas is not happy to see.
I swear
This
to
is your
the
grandpa
gods.
being mad at you.
Tathir just facepalms.
I swear to the gods, old man, just keep walking.
Do you need a good spanking to understand that you've made a mistake, dear? Hey, is that what you need?
Come and try. And you will regret it. I swear to the gods.
I
Now
highly
just kind of
doubt
looks at
that.
you all. Can we just keep moving? I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Yeah.
I expect a illustrious apology to the young lady.
I couldn't get myself. Not a point in the argument to the crap it.
Starts moving again.
Says the fucking turtle with a fucking never healing chest wound.
Hey, it doesn't bother me.
That you know of.
I can move faster than you.
Never said I could. Never said you couldn't.
Oh man. As you all continue for the day, nothing eventful happens, and so as you bed down and get ready to camp for the night, what do you do in the meantime?
Recast once.
Yep.
You know the drill now. Playing a necromancer, you know that shit.
True, but mine were always expendable meat slaves, and then I ordered them to kill themselves when done with the battle.
Fair.
Because didn't want to risk skeletons walking around without me just, in control, and didn't want to waste the spell slots.
Fair. I have to be conservative with my third levels now.
Yeah, I know, but, Blaze was by far the better necromancer, just saying.
Don't you have to cast this daily?
Wow.
Just out of
Yes.
curiosity.
I have to cast it once.
Okay, yeah,
daily.
yeah. So
I
there
have
is a
to-
limitation there.
Yep.
I have to cast it once daily to reassert control. I can reassert control up to 4.
Eric, Miriana, right?
I'm
No, Miriana has departed. At some point.
Okay.
You don't know
Okay.
when that happened.
Because I was wondering, are we continuing the same?
No.
Oh,
Okay,
and,
thank you. That actually helps a lot.
And Celine.
As Tyr just approaches, like using as small as the walking stick as he usually does.
Oh, Celine, by the way.
Thud.
Good.
Oh, you can hear me coming from a mile away. And
So the way I'm gonna have Celine is near one of the campfires, and unlike usual, where she's usually hugging and being friendly with everybody, she has chosen to be alone. And even Saloon has left her.
Oh,
He's nearby, but giving her quite a lot of space, as she's staring very blankly at her book.
Oh, by the way, Tom and Jerry are just on the outskirts of the camp, and that's where they'll stay.
Yeah, away
Yeah.
from poor girl.
And I arrive, I just put my maul down and use it as a chin rest.
She doesn't know you did this, actually, is the way I'm role-playing this.
Celine,
Oh fuck! I don't have lips. I can't whistle.
Turtle whistle.
just like a low, like high-pitched hiss.
Celine, you there? You awake?
She looks up, and she has this glazed eye look that you've seen one other time when she after one of the battles where she just kind of looked a little confused and lost, which happened after the last one too. And you notice that there's speckles of some starlight in each eye as she just merely nods very loosely. You can see that her eyes have become somewhat blackened, and you can see flecks of what looks like the heavens.
Did I come at a bad time?
You see her reach out, and she just pats the ground. She doesn't say anything, just pats the ground. Like, have a seat.
You hear a small rumble. As I sit
As you look over, you notice that it's on a page, and you recognize you're watching it fade slowly, and it's Darmy from before, our chameleon friend who had passed away.
You do know Darmy. You met her
Yes, you have.
briefly.
Well,
Fearhay.
Celine did a funeral for her.
No, I meant Fearhay.
Oh no, I meant just throwing this out there. Celine did a funeral for her as one of the sessions, and now you can see there's this lovely thing, and you actually see She of Water and Earth and all the characters that were there for the funeral fading off the page as the ink is slowly bleeding out, seemingly disappearing from the tome. And this is my magic tome, so that's why it's kind of appropriate.
That's
And then he just nods to himself for a second. Looks down as I look up. What the fuck?
Mhm.
He looks down to the earth. As the earth has a connection to death in general.
Mhm.
Takes a small hand of dirt and puts it down again.
rest in peace.
Yeah. I think she was important. Is all you just hear from Celine. I think a lot of people are important. I think.
Yes, a lot of people are. So are you. And so is that insufferable old man!
Purposely raise my voice so he can hear it.
Yeah. I like Grandfather Green Gas. Yeah, yeah.
Green gassed.
I'm sorry.
Well, I think you're. And. Yeah, you are important, so is that old.
I have a love-hate relationship with you.
What's that, you overgrown lizard?
Is this how we show affection now, David?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm an old man. I can't hear well. You'll have to speak up.
You just hear from the other side of the camp.
The Vegas, the
Well, and I think you've already met our two newbies. Sorry for that. Didn't want you to be freaked out by Tom and Jerry.
It's all right. Death doesn't
Yeah.
matter, I think. And she gets that confused look again. And it's not like people actually die or anything. And she looks just completely confused right now.
It's not like people actually die or anything. Looks to self. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll keep them in control as long as I can. If not, I'll be the first one to put them back in bones.
Does it hurt them?
They have lost our feelings since they died. They are just tools now.
Nothing but bone?
Nothing but bone.
Celine just kind of looks at the fire, looks up, and then just, I guess. And she looks at the page, and Darmy has now completely faded off the page as this conversation has gone on. You don't recognize her at all. And Celine just goes, yeah, death doesn't matter. That's right.
I just give you a head pat. And I just recoil a little bit, assuming you're going comatose again, because last time that happened.
A little scared. No, that's a hilarious response. But no, she's fine. She just looks really, really confused. And her normal childlike whimsy and smile, everything is just gone. And she seems more like a husk right now.
Well, if you need anything, I'll be there pestering the old fool.
Thank you.
Goes to bother Rattleghast for an hour or two.
As you're getting up, she just looks at you and goes, Will you remind me if I forget anything?
Well, if I don't forget it either, sure.
Everything's just gone. And she just looks back at the page.
Well, I'm gonna just say this. One thing that you will never forget is that you are important to us. All right?
Good. And just make sure you never hurt anybody who's gone away. Because they go away all the time up here. And she taps her head. Too many
try my
people.
best not to.
Too many people go away from here. And when they go away from here, and she drags her hand, down her head towards her chest, they go away from here.
That is fair. Well, have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Gets up.
And she stares for a second. Tirhe. Yeah, Tirhe.
Yeah, might as well call me by my fucking name. Apak. Tirhe is a pseudonym.
Did you just say your name is Tupac?
Epoch.
Epoch. Look at it.
Epoch.
Oh.
Yes, I named my turtle Tupac. What's up?
Yeah.
what was it?
If you went monk,
Epoch.
monk or artificer, have a gun. I mean, come on. There's a whole build here. So Celine, you see her scribble that down, and the words are really faded, almost hard to read, as it fades in and out. And you can see the physical word starting to mess with like the mortal realm and somewhere beyond.
Well, that's enough Elvish shit for one night.
The That's the exact response for dealing with warlocks. I'm just saying.
And I go bother the old man for a second, and we have a rant competition. He probably wins.
No,
I
he
win.
definitely wins.
I definitely win.
Yep.
Year 16, I win.
95% sure he wins. Unless he lets me win.
He doesn't.
Um,
We're just hammering home the love-hate relationship
hey,
these two have. Huh?
Rattlegast, do me a favor, roll a perception check.
Perception.
You notice that as you guys are making camp, two of your party members are being eyed very closely by the cultists.
Oh, wow.
Which ones?
Serial and Thirhe.
Oh, and by the way, David, I'm just imagining Tom and Jerry looking like the swordsmen of Carthage right now. Like,
As you notice that they are watching your companions, they quickly seem to either pick up on that, or are just, you caught them at the end of their watch because they quickly just go back to doing normal things and appear, never actually looking back at the at your companions again.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't like it.
I mean, you know. So, does anyone do anything else this evening?
I will tell Tom and Jerry to just keep a little bit closer to the camp so they don't get caught like outside of it by anyone
Fair enough.
or anything, and also tell them to take like watches,
Okay.
specifically watching the cultists.
Fair enough.
And where's our end destination? Daggerford?
Your end
Yeah.
destination is Waterdeep.
But we're gonna stop at Daggerford, I think.
Let me
Where?
let me put it on the map. Sorry.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Your end destiny. It's been a fair while. I mean, it was not a short journey.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
but people make it across. People make it on the road because not everyone can afford to go by sea.
Yeah.
So you all wake up in the morning, and
Tom and Jerry are dead again.
I've stayed up all night, but given
Still.
the circumstances, you can choose whether that costs me or not.
no, your penance has been paid.
Okay.
As you all get to going again, I would like someone to roll me a d20. Could be anyone.
Sure.
Somebody else's time.
17.
Okay.
Also, throughout the day, I'm kind of like alternating my attention between Celine and the cultists,
Fair enough.
just to kind of see. I assume that I kind of noticed her behavior yesterday.
Mhm.
And so I'm-
Celine is seemingly coming back to her usual thing. Whatever melancholy took over for a second there, she, for whatever reason, seems to have bounced back and is now being friendly and chatty. But you notice that she just seems to get confused easy. More like she's like really tired, or whenever you ask her a specific question on anything that has happened, she just gets a little foggy headed and like, oh yeah, that was a thing.
So
But other than that, she seems happy.
as you all are going about the day, you're getting up to your first rest stop of the day. Just a short reprieve. You guys have been taking a couple rest stops a day, to water and feed the horses, to basically stretch your legs and to just take it easy. But as you're nearing the first rest stop of the day, one of the cultist wagons, the one in the back, you can actually see because you're following fairly close to them. At least that's where Serial put you when you started, and I don't think you've changed.
Nah, I don't think we've changed. I'm usually on top.
So, as you guys are nearing, you watch the rearmost cultist wagon all of a sudden hit a rock really hard, and you hear a crash as the wagon stops. A wheel shattered and splintered, and it slams down, and you watch as 3 or 4 crates come tumbling off the wagon, one of which smashes and spills its contents. I need Celine and Celine and Rattlegast to roll perception checks. Fear, you're usually in one of the wagons, aren't you?
I'm usually in the back, or I'm at the front of one.
Okay,
Can I
I have
roll
the-
one for Saloon as well?
Yes. So Fear, hey, you can roll high or low, and that'll determine where you are.
Are you doing
Okay,
the thing, Celine?
Hi.
thing?
Fortune thing?
Roll a 5.
Oh, so the people who will be getting fortune, because we're changing the rules slightly on that because it was a
Okay.
little OP, as I very much upset. So you are actually one of them. It'll be Celine will get one, Rattlegas will get one, and I have one more proficiency modifier. I'll use that for Saloon. We'll need to discover if I need to do this on a day-to-day basis or session-to-session basis. We'll figure it out.
And it's just one reroll?
And you get 3 rerolls throughout the day.
Okay. I'm going to use one of them right now, if that's okay.
Is there anything else?
You have +3 proficiency?
A level 5.
Yeah, level 5.
Oh yeah, you guys are level 5. Holy shit! Sorry. Yeah.
So there's my perception check on Saloon, and now I need to do mine. It rolls under my name, though. It always says
Yes.
that.
And
by the way,
what's that?
Hold on.
No, go ahead.
So
I was just asking if I was in the back.
you are in the front of one of the wagons, on the driver's seat, likely with Serial. So. I'm
going to keep my 9.
Yes, perception.
Yes, sir. 17.
So, Saloon and Fierhe, you both instantly see that the smashed wagon, or the smashed crate, which a few people actually run up and, investigate and, offer to help, which most of the cultists quickly rebuff. And they seem to be trying to contain, don't look here, nothing to see here. Kind of very much that kind of posture.
When there's obviously something to see.
But Thierhe and Saloon both notice that most of the contents that are dumped out of the crate are dozens of beautiful items of jewelry wrapped in wool for protection.
Ooh.
Wrapped in gold?
Wool. Wool for protection.
Can I, because I think I know what this is, but as Saloon is because we have a telepathic bond.
Mm-hmm.
As he's reiterating the information, because I'm assuming we're asking what's going on.
Right.
Saloon is reiterating the information. Celine is trying to put 2 and 2 together, and I want to make a check for this so that it doesn't seem out of line.
Okay.
Would I do a investigation on that?
Yes.
Okay, investigation. Because I don't mind failing this. I just feel like it's cheesing the game for out-of-game knowledge.
Yeah. Thea is doing the thing that he normally does when he
she rolled pretty high, so this would actually be a reasonable thing for her to come up with. Can I ask? Does any of the items look like they'd be from, whatchamacallit, Green, was it Green Nest?
Being that you weren't there, you wouldn't know.
I was only there at the end, but I do know that the raiding occurred.
Yes, you do know that raiding occurred. You do not, however, know if any of this jewelry came from there.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is a fair assumption to make, though. But is there any way for me to put 2 and 2 together?
You do know that Serial told you their cargo was the stolen shit, and that they're transporting it up north somewhere.
So this all lines up with like suspicions and.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So it's reasonable that she would have suspicion at this point.
Correct.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Theory is doing the snapping turtle thing, like he's like slowly opening his mouth like he's pissed. Yeah.
Rattlegas, do roll me another perception check, though.
Bam.
Never mind. So, the cultists quickly repair the broken box and quickly stuff everything back in. You notice that they've managed to shoo away most of the people except for a couple of kindly elderly-looking people who seem to like be insistent, like to try and help with their broken wheel. And the whole caravan does stop, and they're going to take this opportunity as their rest stop. They are rebuffed a little more forcefully than the others. Like 2 cultists, like actually physically turn them around and like start pushing them. But they don't seem to hit or hurt anybody.
So sorry. Can you repeat that? I spaced out.
No worries. So two cultists take these pair of elderly a couple, physically grab them, turn them around, and push them away from their car.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They don't.
So and these people were just trying to help them.
Right.
Okay. So the dicks. Got it.
I have to roll something for Wolf Knight. Because during the rest, Acrony is going to eat some food. And
Isn't that a constant?
Yeah, fair.
I mean, I made him napkins for a reason. I mean,
so you hear Wolfenite call out from the wagon, "Don't eat that!" And then you hear Acrony, "Hey, what the hell?"
Is everything back okay back there?
You watch
Celine's on top.
You watch as Wolfenite like kicks open the door and throws a hunk of
Chicken leg.
Meat substance of some description. And Acrony goes, "Why'd you do that? It was so..."
Oh, I know what happened. Oh no, Acrony, really?
What happened, Wolfenite?
Oh, sorry. That's an out of character response. Actually, maybe even in character response. But go ahead.
Wolfenite climbs down from the litter, and he just looks at Acrony. "Just let it go. It wasn't worth it." And he's just
Just let it go. It
gets
wasn't
another
worth
snack. Wolfenite kind of pulls everyone in.
Did he try to eat the other cat?
What? No,
No.
no. That piece of meat was poisoned.
What?
I just, my head just lifts up. I stretch my neck and just go a bit. Look at the cultists.
Motherfuckers.
They seem to be busy repairing their wheel and creating kind of a perimeter between them and the rest of the caravan.
I guess I gotta ask, Wolfenite, how do you know?
Well, because I can detect poison. Serial and Von Ram both told me that it's probably a good idea if we, check on Acrony's food. He's paying us.
Well,
Fair.
yeah, I don't want him to die, but
Who would
Poison?
poison Acrony?
Well, besides me, who is the shadiest motherfuckers in this caravan?
Celine like raises her hand and then just giggles and puts her hand back down.
Yes, Celine, you wanted to answer the question.
No, I just thought it was really shady.
That's very true, Celine. Bright
I
light
mean-
does cast large shadows.
I am so proud of the bad jokes that you're making. Oh, why?
It's a little bit of her normal self showing, despite everything that's happened.
Yes, yes. So, okay, besides our group, who is the shadiest group in this caravan?
Dragon
Wolfenite points
cultists.
to the cultists.
Even Saloon looks over at the cultists, going, Yeah.
Everyone in unison.
"Yeah."
We
mean,
haven't
but-
talked about them as a party before, have we?
You know
Not
that,
with me.
you know that this group and them have a relationship of some kind, and you know it's not good.
Well, I know what they are, and I know they know what they are.
Yes.
I just don't think I've been in a conversation with them about it yet.
Yeah, but that's all you've gotten from the time that you've spent together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a question. What does everyone know about these motherfuckers? Sorry, these gentlemen.
And it is at this point a very strange-looking individual has appeared, being slapped in the face with meat products. Eric, would you like to describe your character for me?
What's going on?
You just got
Specifically.
slapped in the face with lunch meat
By who?
by
Wolfenite
Wolfenite,
at
who threw
you.
it out of
Wolfen-
a caravan, not really looking where it was
We
going.
picked up a straggler.
Wolfenite just said this bitch empty. Yeet!
Can I roll to catch that?
Yes, you can.
Would I have to roll being a level 3 in my class?
Not really.
He wants a cool introduction.
I mean, you can catch it. It's pretty easy.
Cool introduction.
that's-
Catching a piece of meat.
Yep.
More like just because of the class I am.
If you took
He's
a
a
bite,
butcher.
if you took a bite, I'm gonna laugh.
So go ahead and describe your character.
So, I actually have a token. Let me switch my name out. So, you would see... I actually have a very apt picture, so give me 2 seconds. Deer. I love deer, by the way. Deer, hey.
Ooh. You got creepy plague
There.
doctor has entered the room.
Yeah, so, like, the,
Hello.
moves the head to the side as the meat goes flying past. The mask churns to, Wolfeniten's, do you mind?
Oh, sorry. Didn't
Where
see you
did
there.
you come from?
I don't remember you.
But
I
by the-
sure
by the
hope
way-
not, my
Joke,
dear.
by the way, out loud, out of
Tom and
In a deadpan response, I would sure hope not, my dear.
No.
Tom and Jerry are doing the spears crossed or weapons crossed, like they're in the high alert. Like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, well, Celine's going in for the hug, so
You are a hug.
that's creepy plague doctor is getting a hug. You can choose to accept. You don't have
Yeah,
to.
just the hug.
Fuck.
Looks up at Thier. Thier, who's the most, let's call it grim of the bunch. Does she normally do this?
Yes.
She did that to those, and I pull the face mask of one of my boys down, and you see him.
She normally
Two
does that. Yeah.
skeletons.
looks down. How tall is?
Celine's pretty small.
I'm only 5'8", so
Yeah, you've got a few inches on her, but not too much.
just the slight pats her on the head.
We're gonna be the best of friends. And she
Would
she lets you go, but it's uncomfortably long.
not uncomfortably long. After like 10 seconds of the hug, he'd swivel his mask over to God, I forgot Mason's character's name for like 3 seconds.
Cereal.
Cereal. Cereal and say, and gesture his head towards the caravan in front of the party. Do you know that lot?
You could say that.
I have played a character with that mechanic. It's amazing.
Are you affiliated with them?
No. And he says that kind of in a growl more than an actual word.
We
Yeah.
aren't friends. They don't let me hug them.
I mean, if they tried to hug you, their heads would probably be jelly by now. I'm just saying.
Are you?
What do you ask?
Serial asked, are you affiliated?
No.
Insight check.
Yeah, roll an insight check.
I mean, this guy
Believes
just
you.
came out of the bush.
I'm,
But
Yeah, I
Celine
just
believes
kind of, like,
everybody, so that isn't worth
materialized.
it.
I'm standing off to the side trying to size up our new
Roll an insight check.
acquaintance. Just trying to
26.
figure out, like, oh, good. I'm good at those.
The plague doctor get up
Never
works
mind.
like a charm.
You can reroll. I just want to remind you.
No, I don't need
Yeah,
that.
not worth it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
What you do know is he is too tall to be a dwarf and too short to be an elf.
Nice. Really sized him up.
I got a 26.
Roll a persuasion check or deception there, Eric.
Yeah, my worst stat, actually.
Meowsla.
Let's roll persuasion, because...
He is telling the truth.
Just looks him up and down like twice.
But he's shady as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thick shady, he's slim shady.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
That works.
I'm sorry. That requires more liquor.
Amazing fucked up quotes.
That does need to be put in that tab.
I just look back at Cereal.
He's on the for now.
Would look at the group, would turn the mask towards the caravan of cultists.
Roll a
With churn.
perception check.
Perception.
So you have to call this chapter "A Shady Plague Doctor Emerges" or has entered chat. You know, just
Yeah.
for your title.
With the 23, you notice that there are 3 individuals conversing among the cultists, 2 of which are pointing out the turtle and the wood elf. They quickly see you turn in their way and pretend like they're not doing anything, but you
Would look back at the group. Would you lot be in the need of a doctor by any chance?
I just look at Celine.
A doctor? I mean, I have no medical experience. Oh my god, can you fix this problem I have with Saloon? He keeps hitting me when I argue with him.
I think you need a therapist, not a doctor.
Would grab the cane, would toss the cane up and point at the turtle, like the turtle, like he gets it.
He is carrying a cane.
And you also see Theory is also holding a walking stick.
Yeah,
But
You
then
look
you see
down, and you
see
see
the maul head.
maul hammer.
Oh, so
It seems you are as well acquainted with our mutual friend.
Well,
Look, the mask churns the theory.
Actually, I want you
I'm just
both to
gonna say-
roll me a knowledge history check at disadvantage.
both
Me?
by who?
Eric and Whitehelm.
There we go.
History? At disadvantage?
Yes, disadvantage.
13. Not bad.
A 6.
Never mind.
There was a lot of build up for nothing.
Never mind.
No, I just meant that it took so long for the process.
Yeah, I know. It was like there. The dice rolled. Took time to calculate.
It took almost as
So-
time as real life.
Theo just looks back at your character, Eric, and just goes like,
Yeah, I'm acquainted. Far
They
as
seem to recognize two of your company.
Oh,
Wait, they recognize
And-
us? Were we
and who
friends?
and who would that be?
Not friends, Celine.
Oh.
He would briefly say
Hmm.
two of them seem to recognize you and your elven companion.
Well, I think the Playing Dead game has finished now.
Sorry, what do you say?
I couldn't quite hear it either.
The Playing Dead game has finished now.
like Theo just says it out loud, like just like he's thinking to himself, but you all hear it. Like,
Wait, you were playing dead? You're really bad because you're kind of dead. Because she does notice all the death cleric stuff.
The thing is,
I like just show the patches where the patches that Celine put in my robes,
Yeah.
and you can see there's some spots where there's like putrefaction and shit.
Wait. So you were playing alive, actually, in technicality.
well, as far as they knew, I was dead. Okay.
Oh.
Always a good game to play.
Playing alive? Yes. That's a factual knowledge.
What do
I are smart.
Doctor, and I just motioned my hands like,
Jay.
Jay.
Oh my god,
Let's
now
just-
I'm going to associate with... Out of
Let's
character,
just-
I'm going to associate you with my other half.
Yep, that is exact. I made that exact same fucking comment when I read
Let us not dawdle here, our friends.
and the implied air quotations in the friends.
You can hear them.
No, as I say friends, you just see the skeletons go.
One of the skeletons in the background.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, is it Dr. J, Sir J, Mr.
Just
J?
J.
Mr. J.
Let's-
There was a lot of puns there.
I know. He just replies, "You may call me Jay."
When you say
Jaden.
bullshit, I'm gonna call you Mockingjay. What?
Actually, it does fit.
Well, let us not dawdle. They should have had their will fixed by now, and the caravan should proceed.
Which you do notice that they have, and it is.
Celine kind of looks at you guys, the whole group here. So they're the bad guys, right?
Oh yes, very
Serial
bad.
nods, yes.
So we should go
Wolfenstein
stop
also
them.
Down
seems
in a
to
nod.
agree.
What is it we all intend for these men exactly?
Serial
my
just
answer
kind of
is-
shrugs. we're supposed to follow them and find out where they're taking that stuff.
Yeah.
Celine's eyes have crossed over back into that star-failed territory, and she mutters something about murder, and then just looks back at you and goes, "We should follow them. That's what the bad guy said. I mean, the good guy said. Yeah, we're friends.
Yeah.
Whichever ones they are." And she holds her head, looking a little confused.
Well, my purpose for them is the following.
Hmm.
If you ever seen my whole shtick, yeah, my
Celine
purpose for
actually smiles at the whole shit comment and just like gives you a smiling. Yeah, but so follow.
Well, I will follow them as we are meant to do right now. But if I see the opportunity to mete out some poetic justice, I will not fail to do so.
Well-deserved justice is fair. She question marks, and then like,
Question mark?
and then she kind of like looks up, even though it's daytime, and then looks really confused and looks back down. Yeah, fair.
What is all of your? I am curious now. What is your purpose with all these? What is your association with? How do you?
Someone.
White, you're very quiet. I will say that.
I'm sorry, I'm doing the raspy voice.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the raspy voice, but you're gonna have to raise the mic too because I'm doing my best.
Well, everyone.
I've got everybody else cranked up to like half of what I've got you cranked up.
My input and output are max, so
Yeah, you might want to max.
Match your input.
yeah, they're all in max. They're all in max.
You're gonna have to raise the mic.
I'm gonna have to raise my voice. That's what I'm gonna do.
Voice or mic, either one.
Mic can't be raised any further. It's gotta be voice.
No, I meant up to your mouth. The physical action.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah,
that helps a lot.
helps.
That
a lot.
actually helps a lot.
But you're
So,
asking
what-
my character what my affiliation was?
I'm asking like to the group since we're walking together now as
Mhm.
we're getting back into the
We're
flow
all
of the
talking
character.
about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
How do you know them and what's your association with them?
Serial, well, we came upon them when they raided a town called Green Nest. Me, Wolfenite, and our companion at the time, or two companions at the time, She of Water of Earth and Darmy, fought them and repelled them. I think they got bored or took all that they wanted and left, to be truthful. But
Celine like gives this bright smile as Serial mentions Darmy, and she writes it that down in her book. You can see her scribbling. Oh yeah, that was her name. Because remember.
yes, I remember.
Okay.
Is your patron a fucking false Hydra feed if you were getting all this shit? Damn!
My patron will do whatever it takes to manipulate Celine to save the world. That is fucked up.
Yeah, that is fucked up.
Yeah.
Let it
Good
continue.
ends do not mean good means.
Exactly. And Celine is the victim.
Yep. That's some PTSD right there.
Yeah, with all that pieces together, yeah, that's the theme here.
No, I've thrown a false Hydra at White a couple, or at least once.
A false Hydra is a really good point. It's a really
Yeah,
good idea.
and the fact that you managed to throw the effects of it again makes me pissed!
I actually chose this under my own.
Yeah, I didn't do this.
I actually made it a lot worse, too. I'm pretty harsh on it.
Yeah.
That being said, that would be a hilarious reveal if it's not the stars and it is a false Hydra the whole time. I'm just saying, I would love that.
I'm not.
It'd be a really nice false Hydra, but trying to save the world.
I mean, I only eat bad people.
Exactly. So Celine is looking, because we were actually discussing something that hasn't come up. Why is everybody here?
So Serial has explained why him and his group are here.
Why him and Wolfenite are there?
Yeah, and that they went and raided the camp of the cultists, and in the process lost Darmy. And she of Water and Earth, in her grief at losing a comrade, stayed behind to guard Darmelia's grave. And so technically, because of them, they lost 2 companions. And he is now working with other interested parties in order to stop the dragon cultists and whatever their schemes may be.
Yeah.
As both,
I more
tribute-
mean this as an in-character understanding.
This is an
Because I know we're all here fighting the quote unquote dragon cult, but I think it's starting to dawn on Celine on exactly how relevant that is, or how important that is. Because remember, my task was usually just to fight evil, which is a pretty vague task.
correct.
You'd be butting heads with me right now.
Well, exactly, but because the task is currently
Dragon cult.
fight the dragon cult, yeah.
But that is what Serial informs you is his and Wolfenite's reason for being here.
I'm supposed to stop a dragon. Apparently there's really dangerous things coming. But that's all I know. And that's actually keeping with She of Water and Earth's background feature that you gave her, the nightmares.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it consistent.
How about you?
So they're evil. So shouldn't we just... She looks over at the caravan again. Stop them?
Not right now. They need to get to where they're going. We need to see where they're bringing all the loot.
These are small fry. They're a means of getting supplies to the head of the snake.
I see.
Destroying them would do very little to
And I
the
might have,
organization.
and I might have a hint that since they're dragon cult and I know what they worship, it might be more appropriate to say heads at this point.
Looking over at Jay, so you're not friends with them, are you? She just asked the question straight up, like, and that's gonna matter because you could lie.
I mean, Serial did ask him straight up what if he was a
Yeah.
self-seeker.
But what Celine says straight up, why do you have,
Disdain,
are
is that
you
what you're
against them?
Yes.
In the eye roll. And Celine just kind of looks down.
What did I do to you?
Why?
A lot of research. Immeasurable in worth, if you can measure the worth of research. And it's all gone. My life's work and my colleagues.
Oh.
Oh,
We're just waiting for the
So between a fair few of these characters, revenge is their motivation. So
Oh yeah.
It is a great motivator.
So we should find out who's bossing them around and maybe stop the problem and nobody gets hurt.
I mean, I can answer that for you.
Yes, Hay. Why are you and Rattlegast against them?
Well, first of all, they killed me and my...
He stops and trails off for a second to try and see if he remembers something. Shakes his head.
and people close to me. I have been brought back by something, so I could mete out vengeance. That is what my name means. I was reborn and renamed.
So they killed you.
Yes, and my
And he struggles to remember if it really his parents or not.
Oh my god, the amount of sympathy you suddenly have from Celine is absurd. She just goes up
And
and just hugs you in the middle of that.
he pats you on the back, but he's still struggling to remember.
They killed someone and me.
You do
She,
remember it was a few someones.
Yeah, I do remember it was a few someones.
And they were close to me. She remade me in her image. As close to as a turtle can be. Renamed me Vengeance in Draconic Theatre. And now, the bitch that is in that wagon
Points to the one that Razmir is in.
is one of the ones that is gonna pay for it.
So, you can't be happy until that's done?
I will not know peace until it is done.
But you'll never be happy?
I mean, I still
Celine asking the big questions.
I still feel emotions, and
And as you're hugging him, you feel a
Aww.
slight. And as you're hugging him, you feel a slight. Stop.
You're like, stop being cute.
You're making me the Grinch. My heart is growing 3 sizes. Stop.
But the way Celine looks at you, I'm not allowed to ever be happy anymore. And she just holds on tight. And instead of hugging to comfort you, she's hugging to comfort herself.
You see Thier actually. There's a tear building up in the corner of his eye, and he puts down the mall haft and brings her into a hug.
No.
And she looks at you, and you
This
can-
turtle has demonstrated he has a heart on multiple occasions.
Yeah. She looks
He
at you and
does have
says,
emotions, guys.
yeah, exactly. She looks at you eye to eye and just says, when the stars are done with me, I won't be here anymore. And she just lets go and then kind of just looks over at Rattlegas. And why are you with us? Because fate has seemed to align.
And I just hold my haft again, and I'm looking at him like, yeah, bitch, why you here?
Celine just dropped the hammer.
Now
We
immediately
all
picks
did.
up back the hammer, like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, bitch, why you here?
Rattlegas looks at Thierhay and smiles. I remember revenge. I remember its sweet, savory flavor. I remember its bite as well, long after it's done.
oh, you said I remember revenge. Okay, got it. I was like, what did you say?
I have no personal stake in this matter. And he kind of looks down at the ground as he says this. I didn't have any personal stake in this.
Corrects itself. Didn't. Okay.
My employer, not the man in the cart, the organization that I serve, has grown an interest in this group. They don't typically just inquire. They usually do a bit more than just inquire. But that is all they're doing for now. Perhaps my goal will be more like yours, dear Hay, in the future, but for now, mine aligns quite well with the rest of the group.
I am not very smart or bright, Grandfather Greenwillow. But
You're plenty bright.
She kind of stammers and she puts her hand behind her. I have seen really terrible things coming. And the stars tell me, and people have died here. They must be bad. For why else would we be hunting them? I believe that your organization would be in their best interest to, well, work with us.
I think that is already what they're doing.
Good. We could always use more friends. She says in just, polite, childish naivety.
White Hill in the background, just wondering, is this month working for the Zentarum?
Not a bad guess. Anyway.
And Theorhead just approaches and puts his hand on your shoulder.
Well, for once you said something that makes sense.
And you see a smile in the corner of his
No,
mandible.
everything I have value. You just haven't quite recognized it yet. You lack
I am talking to the old man.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to Slade.
So for once you said something that makes sense. Still insufferable, though.
And give you a slight punch to the shoulder.
You still haven't said anything that makes any sense.
And don't expect me to. Just saying.
I don't expect it of youth.
Technically, I'm your elder. I've died.
Relationship.
Technically or untechnically, you're no one's elder.
Jay,
Yeah.
roll me a perception check, please.
All right. Normal.
Yeah, just straight.
For some reason I thought you said disadvantage, and but I didn't hear that, and my brain registered it that way.
And I'm here and back again. That's a 24. That's not.
You
It was
notice
misbrained.
that the elderly couple that has wandered off is collapsed a short way off the road. Just in a pair of
What?
bushes.
What?
Would say in a little bit louder voices, the sentimental conversation's been going on. Sir, we may have casualties on the side of the road. He'd point his cane towards the bushes and begin to move rather quickly towards the bushes.
You all feel small rumbles as Theor is hustling.
Yeah, no, Celine, of course, being the care for, her individuals type.
Mm-hmm.
I love that we have two versions of a doctor now. We have more of the hard ass Dr. House, and then the heart.
Yeah, and I really like that, actually.
I think it's going to be a good
Patch
combination of
Adams.
doctors.
We'll
I'm
call
just
you what
DM.
you are,
I'm
Patch
just-
Adams.
I'm just
not
DME.
Patch Adams, but it isn't a
I'm-
wrong analogy either.
So we have Dr. House, we have the super nice doctor, and then you have the guy that works at the. Hi, it's me.
Well, you're a mortician. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, I'm the
obvious what
mortician.
your role in this party is. And Rattlegas is the guy who got him there for us all to deal with.
Rattlegas is the one that's in the corner going, "What the fuck?"
So as you
Can I roll a medicine check when we
Yep.
get there?
once you get there, roll a medicine check.
May I roll one as well?
An 11.
They're fucking dead, Jim.
Oh,
That fucking dead.
Oh no! Please don't tell me that's the actual case.
Did they just collapse at the same time from old age?
I didn't want to quite roll it like that, but
Coincidence? I think not.
coincidence? I think.
okay. I'm
not.
gonna take the advantage reroll on that. Do
that
I
is-
reroll it or do I just
No,
take
so
the 14?
that would be you take the 15.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't say I had a 15. Never
Yeah.
mind. I would just take the 15.
They're fucking dead, Jimmy.
Oh no, no.
However,
Cannot discern the cause.
well, the scent that fills your nostrils tells you that they were tending to nature when they died.
Oh, they shot them.
Can I reasonably draw a conclusion from that for poison because we just dealt with
They're-
it earlier?
Pants down?
No, they apparently didn't get quite that far.
Oh. Well,
If you want to roll me with your particular medicine check, yes, poison is definitely the cause.
Okay. I'm going to. And then kill.
Who's smoking weed over there, man?
That was a growl from White.
yep.
Oh, this makes me so angry in character too. Celine just.
Thea just goes.
Because
Can I
Yeah,
roll
just
a
growl.
poisoner's tool, like a poisoner's kit check, to see if I can identify the poison?
That's a question though. Did Celine mention it was poison?
I will mention because I was just going to roleplay that.
Oh, sorry.
Because with my earlier investigation check, Celine is going to assume that the group killed them, which is a pretty good assumption, but between the earlier one.
Yeah.
They're poisoned.
Yes,
Is
you
all
may now
Celine
roll
says.
poisoner's tools kit, querying intelligence.
Querying intelligence, not wisdom.
You could use wisdom, given your
Okay.
profession.
Let me
Because
switch
this
these.
is
'Cause
more
I
of a
accidentally.
knowledge that you've acquired and you know at that point.
Yeah. Why'd I
My
put-
question is always, how can a skill be used with con? And my idea would be that somebody ate like something awful.
Yeah. By the way, you guys are probably gonna hate me when this investigation is done.
I'm guessing we're gonna have to roll initiative.
That might be the case.
Yeah, I know we're supposed to wait, but like two of us are definitely.
You.
Hey, waste
Wait.
no one, not waste
Oh
no one.
my gosh.
I was gonna say.
And I'm gonna say poetic justice. The people they kill with poison are gonna kill them. What the fuck?
You do know the type of poison. You also know that it wasn't supposed to work this fast, but you imagine since they're very old, the dosage was off, and they
the immune system was a little.
compromised.
Fuck it. Fucked.
Yeah. What kind of poison was it?
It is a poison derived of nightshade and another harmless on its own. More of a laxative effect.
I was gonna say, is it a catalyst normally on its own? All right.
Oh man.
Would I know the name of the poison?
You know it is this particular poison would be called they call it the final run to be cheeky
Yeah, it
Bit of-
sounds like rogues.
because rogues suck.
Rogues are indeed.
Looks
Look
at
the
David.
camera.
Outside of Rattlegas, who's
Now. I don't know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. I'm just an old man.
The
Yeah, an old man that's very acrobatic.
checking them
Mhm.
would look up. Last run, laxative mixed with nightshade.
so
You
with my
have
medicine
an
check,
eternity
would I be able
idea
to
how
recognize it?
was.
Well, shit. But
So
Oh,
shit.
Oh god.
But what do you say?
Any idea how it was administered?
Is it a poison that has to be ingested?
It's an ingest poison, I imagine.
no.
Is it
No.
wound?
Are you going to move the bodies and investigate?
Well, the poisons have to either can be wound.
Yeah,
ingest,
poisons
or
have to
inhale.
be done in 3 vectors. There's
So
Or all
Theo-
three.
you
so
don't
yeah,
is
know
there a
if
multiple vector for this to be delivered? I guess is the question.
so.
Theo
In
will
answer,
just turn the
in
bodies
answer to
over.
that particular question, yes, this poison can be administered in any one of the 3 ways. It
Oh,
loses no
wow.
potency no matter the injection system. If you wanted
It
to see
could've-
how it happened to them specifically, that would be a more thorough investigation of the body.
Theo will just turn the bodies over because he's not. Yeah, I mean, they're resting now, and he sees bodies as another
Yeah, Celine's
object in the
already
world.
done a huge funeral, and great. Now I have to do another one.
So would the
Well,
caravan have stopped noticing we have paused over here?
No, they're continuing on.
we
The only
don't-
reason you noticed is because as you keep walking, you are sharp-eyed.
Yeah. The
but yeah, I turn the
pause
bodies around.
would look to Rattlegast and Cereal and ask, should we tell the rest of the caravans?
Oh, just to those 2, not to Celine?
Like, we kind of looked mostly to the group, but his mask is kind of in their direction.
Okay, I'll leave it just as you said it.
Given that we're isolated now, it might draw undue attention to us. I think it may be unwise at this point.
You do know that they have the most armed soldiers per this caravan.
Yeah. I
The
can
sigh
see
from
you.
under the mask.
Yeah. I may have a use for them, and they be of use until this portion of the caravan is gone.
Even
After
with
that, we
proof,
get them rest.
we won't be able to do anything against their caravan for now.
Yes.
So what do we do
But
with the bodies?
Well, I can tend to them in the caravan. We can give them a proper burial far away. Or
So,
Which-
could I roll something for that for like funeral related rites since I
Religion.
made that a theme? Religion?
Mhm.
Oh man, that's not good.
or
Oh wait, no, I did actually take religion. I forgot.
or
I'm gonna
if-
use my reroll because Celine.
I will
Point.
say this: as Rattlegast has kicked the body over, one of the bodies over, well, moved it over. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check there, Jay.
Alright. Investigation specifically?
Yes.
Alright.
That was Thirhay messing with the bodies.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't roll medicine?
Because me gives no
Sure.
fucks.
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead. Roll medicine.
Like I'm dead, they're dead. We're just hanging out.
No.
I'm dead, you dead, we dead.
I mean, I'm dead.
I rolled
they're
an
dead,
at
we're just
1 on
hanging
that
out.
medicine
Death
check.
is
so
I
life.
noticed.
All that nonsense.
So you have no idea how this poison was administered, but whatever it was, it acts faster than you've seen. They've probably enhanced it somehow, or maybe it is just the fact that they are so damn old.
right. I can tend to the bodies and give them burial when we make camp, or
Alright.
I
Yeah.
can make use of them until they serve their purpose.
And I realize I did that religion check wrong. It's only on the because it's already set to disadvantage, so I wouldn't have anything either.
By the way, Thirhay, when you say that, Rattlegast makes intense eye contact with you and then mouths the word later.
Right. So tending to the bodies now.
Puts one on the shoulder.
Okay.
And I can only carry one effectively, so
S-
that's gonna help.
I would pick the other one up.
Roll me a strength check there, Rattlegast.
I'll help him.
Okay, roll with advantage. Between the two
Well-
of you, you managed to get it onto one of your cards, which one of your cards has stayed behind. It is Cereal's mobile forge. That's not
Okay,
quite.
Oh, yeah.
it's not the other cat body part one. Because that would have been wrong. Wink.
My gosh.
Celine just looks really distraught now seeing these two old timers. Being, you know. Almost.
But yeah, as soon as they get in the car, I'll go in the back with them and clean them as best I can.
It doesn't take long, and
Yeah.
it's not hard. It's just time consuming, which is what
Yeah.
you're doing for most of the day.
Yeah.
Sorry
Pass the
about
time.
that. Yeah,
Hanging out with my
Celine
homies.
is pretty distraught, and when nighttime comes for the burial stuff, I'd like to do whatever I can with religion checks, whatever it is, to discover their burial rites, etc., etc. I'm going to go the full distance, full ham. Whatever you decide that's appropriate.
Then that is a religion check. I'd also like you to roll me an investigation check.
Investigation and religion, sure.
Mhm.
All right. Let's start with investigation. That's a 9. And let's start with religion.
Yeah, it's a
And
6.
that's a 6. Wow, I am failing my
You
rolls
do
tonight.
know, because you're able to find it. This particular gentleman,
Mhm.
you find nothing on the woman, but you do notice that this particular gentleman has a holy symbol of Palor, who is the god of the sun and of light.
All right.
Being one of the major religions in Faerun, you are one of the major gods of Faerun. You do know that his burial rites basically they go along the lines of your dawn has come and gone, but you shall rise again in the next world.
Got it.
Or you can rise again in this one.
It's the whole setting sun kind of
yeah.
analogy for it. And I know nothing about the woman, but I will ask, very teary-eyed, to a Rattlegast and Tirhe and Jay. Can we find out how this woman wants to be buried? Because I just want to make them happy, and they'll never be happy if they're not sent away right. Because I only get one chance, and everything's gonna be wrong.
Well,
And
child.
I'm really sorry, and I don't mean to bother you.
Serial pulls up a small little pulls up their hands,
Mhm.
and you see that they have very ornate wedding bands. Clearly, it was probably all he could afford because they are made of copper. But there
Aw.
is a engraving in it. If you would like to go ahead and do you speak?
Well, my languages are celestial, which might actually count in this case, actually. So, but yeah, celestial is all I got.
But who here speaks Halfling?
Nada.
Nope.
Oh God, does no one speak Halfling?
Yep.
Can we at least recognize it as halfling and maybe find somebody to translate?
Yes, that is possible. Because it is one of the more common languages. You can recognize what Halfling looks like, but you just don't read or speak it.
Yeah, because I know we've had a few halfling party people in the caravan.
Oh, that is correct. There are.
Because the first old couple that lost somebody, or the first couple that lost somebody, was halfling. I remember
Correct.
that, and that's sad. Because they both, the halflings have had bad luck.
Maybe there's a reason for that.
I'm not seeing trends yet, but that is an excellent point.
I'm in the back with the bodies, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I would like to cast Speak Dead.
You'd like to cast what?
Speak with Dead.
Oh. Okay. Go ahead.
I don't see it, so yeah.
So you
Hold-
cast Speak with Dead.
Let me see. On the woman or the man? The man.
Okay. So you cast Speak with Dead. And
You guys do feel this bit of smell of incense coming from the back of the wagon.
that you do. As you do,
Yeah.
you cast it on the man. You said.
On the man, yeah.
His mouth opens and his eyes become coated in a thick black liquid as he just. And you have 5 questions, I believe it is.
Yes, I do. My friend, who killed you? Just to confirm my suspicions.
I do not know.
Okay, so they didn't see it coming. Cool. Do you and your wife both worship Halo?
Yes.
I'm gonna ask the guy this. My friend. As soon as we stop, your souls will be put to rest. Do I have your blessing to put your bodies to use against the foul taint of the dragon cult?
Roll a persuasion check.
$16.
If you must.
Rest now. And I let the spell go.
Was that 5 questions? Yeah, it was 4.
No,
yes,
that was 3. I don't have any more.
No, okay.
I just asked for consent.
Just in case.
In the
As soon
words
as you
of,
got
in the words
consent,
of
you were out.
in the
That's like
words of Henry
90% of my
Crabgrass.
relationships.
In the words of Henry Crabgrass, consent, please. And to those
And
of you
It
who
was
don't
very
watch
funny.
Critical Role, I'm sorry your life is sad.
Thea just went rest now and let the spell go.
Okay. Easy peasy.
And I will go back and just convene with some with the people that are not driving.
Well, my friends, they did not see the death coming.
And I didn't did I find any cuts on their body or something?
You would have had plenty of time to search them. So you found a pair of small puncture marks. Could be explained away by attack or maybe a really shallow prick with a nail, maybe even a sewing needle. But it was right on their shoulders. 2.
Where they were
one on each.
where they were grabbed and
Mhm.
pushed. Okay. And I will explain. I will explain this. I will explain this fine to the people.
Well, when they were pushed roughly, they were punctured, poisoned, and now they're dead. They didn't see it coming. We will let them rest. We will let their souls rest as per Palor wishes. But
I will say
have
this,
convened.
Hey, you would also know that those wounds are small enough to be explained away by anything, and therefore
Yeah.
prove nothing.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm just
you're
saying.
telling
I'm just saying what I believe. I'm just saying what I believe.
as you said, but that's when Rattlegas starts.
I have convened with the remains of the man's soul. We will put their souls to rest. He has agreed that their bodies might be put to use one last time.
Celine, roll me Arcana check.
Oh God. Arcana, okay, coming up.
Can I roll Arcana?
That's
you
a
have it
12.
trained?
Yeah, I do.
Then yes,
I don't
Actually,
actually have it
instrument.
trained in my case, but
Except I think you actually get Speak with Dead as a spell you can learn.
me
Yeah.
as a warlock, maybe
Cleric.
not. I really don't know.
Yeah, you get an invocation that lets you have it, and as a cleric, you do get it when you get level.
Oh, yeah, I kind of have cleric levels, kind of not. Celine's all
Yeah.
over the place.
So, yes, I'm going to rule that you would at least know the spell,
Yeah.
because you do have cleric levels.
Okay.
Um, so, what you two do know
Mhm.
is that you're granting the corpse the semblance of life. Something that has been argued since time immemorial, when this spell was first created, is if you're actually contacting the dead person
Mhm.
himself, or
Mhm.
just whatever intelligence used to drive the body and it's left an imprint. Celine, you are far more in the you're talking to the dead guy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Jay,
camp.
you being a more practical man are very much you're just basically piloting intelligence for a hot minute.
that's why it only lasts for like 10 minutes.
Right.
You can only get so much out of a corpse,
Right.
So hilariously,
even with magic.
So hilariously, in the reversal of roles here, Celine believes everything, and Jay would be more skeptical.
Yep.
Even though our roles suggest otherwise.
That's very
That's
cool.
actually really awesome.
It's almost like I DM a lot or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm trying to do role reversal here soon. It'll be fun. Sorry. So moving on, I'm gonna have Celine totally believe what Tira is saying here and go and just give like an assenting nod. She just believes it. She's okay with all this. She is
Oh, and-
distraught and
Rattleghast
crying
look-
over these poor old people.
Rattleghast looks at Celine like shocked,
Like,
flabbergasted.
you believe this shit?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
Well,
More of like, you're okay with him bringing back dead people?
yeah, that would probably be the.
I want him to actually ask that question at some point because that will be awesome. Because the
He
stars
just
are
looks
making
on
me
in
do things
amazement
like,
silently.
yeah.
I look. Okay, you got a problem. I do.
Oh, are you saying that to me?
Yeah, you're like.
Yeah, you guys have that kind of relationship.
I have a problem with you doing it in broad daylight in front of the entire party. Yes.
Well,
Wait.
first of all, last time I did it, it was night. You guys would sleep.
I seem to remember seeing Tom and Jerry in the daylight.
I raised them before I woke up.
Celine's standing up. Wait, you're not bringing them back, are you?
No,
They
I'm
can't have a
just-
funeral
no.
if you bring them back. No. She says, you need to let them sleep. They're old and weak, and they
Their
have no
souls-
more to.
Yes,
They
dear.
have
Hey,
no more
let them
less to give.
sleep.
Ignores
He-
everyone, goes back inside.
Oh, God.
Rattleghast does his best to conceal an elbow to your ribs.
You hit the hole.
I know.
Can you please get outside me?
Uh,
That was so
Old and
wrong
need a
for
nap.
so many reasons.
Oh my God, there's so much conflict here, and I love it.
I will just say that in my view, a funeral is putting the soul to rest.
But doesn't the soul stay in the? Well, she looks up at the stars and her own religion doesn't believe that. So,
Well, I will say that when the body fails, the soul escapes. The body goes back to the earth, and when they will serve their purpose, and they will in the near future,
Kira,
their bodies will be reset.
I need you to roll me a persuasion just to kind of govern this more by chance than by anything Celine's thinking. Oh no.
Even if you don't agree, I don't give a fuck.
Well, no, because
I look
actually
at
that
the,
means Brant, I need you to decide something for me.
Yes.
Because again, that's how we've decided this worked so far.
So looking between these three who are clearly debating on this, so are we digging graves or not? Like he has a instead of his cane, he has a shovel
He's
from one
so
of the wagons.
practical, and I love this. This is going to be great conflict later.
Roll a d20 for me.
D20.
Yep.
Just the
Oh
we digging
man, this
graves
sucks. Poor
or-
Celine.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not good.
You have no idea. So, Celine, here's
Mhm.
what's going to happen. And here's what happens. You all watch as Celine's eyes become aglow with stars. Celine, you're thinking back to yourself, today was kind of a nice day. You woke up, it was really nice and shiny. The sun was out. There was a wagon that had a box spill
Poor
over.
Celine.
And then you guys kept going. But why are you standing here? Who are these two people? What did you say last? What were you thinking
Oh
last?
my god.
You're not sure.
So I'm hearing go ahead.
Yep,
And then
because she doesn't remember this argument.
she also doesn't remember there's two dead people, nor who they were or anything.
No, I don't remember a thing.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Celine, you kind of just turn and walk back to the carriage where you kind of stay on top of, and then just kind of just start doodling in your sketchbook.
Having a conversation with Celine.
What's the symbol of pillar that the man has?
The sun?
What's the exact imagery? That's what I'm asking.
Give me a second.
Can you guys give me 1 second? I gotta use the restroom here
Yeah,
real
go
quick.
ahead.
Thank you.
There we go. Deities. Paylor. Where are you, you bitch?
Sierra will just quickly cast speak with that again and ask the woman, what were your names again? If I
Samuel and Martha.
okay. And go to sleep. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
That's my. I'm gonna. If I'm raising them, I'm raising it. The next couple of days. Because I'm out of third levels. Because I want to honor them, but I also want to use them.
You do know that Paylor's symbol is a face inside of a sun.
Okay, and I also have the necklace, right?
That is correct.
Okay, Jay, hold off on the graves.
Back to put the shovel back with the equipment, grabs his cane. I'm gonna go see what's for dinner.
Oh wow. Anyway, I'm back.
Welcome back.
He's been waiting here this whole time. Are we digging the graves?
I love the practicality because that's going to be great later. Because one's more of a religious viewpoint of death, and one's more of an intelligence.
And
one-
one is. Yeah, so we have Celine, which is they need to rest. We have Thea, which is I mean,
They gave me
dead,
permission.
but they have a use. And then we have J, which
Recycle,
is like,
reuse,
they dead.
recycle, resurrect, reuse.
Oh god, this is gonna be great later on. This is the way
And
you
the-
play two of the same role in an interesting way.
We have all three spectrums. We have the, oh, they need to rest. We have, they have a use, and that they dead.
Yeah. Anyway,
But whenever we make camp for the night, Thea will go off into a nearby tree, carve their names into the bark, will do the best he can to carve the symbol of Palor roughly.
You do
and
know
leave
there's
the
another
necklace.
one that's an 8-point star.
I'll do that one. That's easier. And I'll leave the necklace hanging where their names are carved
Cool.
to honor their souls.
I assume you mean the necklace with both their rings on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. I forgot their wedding bands
Yes.
because I am not keeping any of that.
Easily done.
I might be a necromancer, but I'm a decent necromancer. Okay.
I feel like
And the
that was
fact
a shot at Blaze, and I'm like, what the fuck? Blaze
I
is
thought
not
you were
evil.
defending against Rattleghast.
I'm just
no,
saying,
it
Blaze
wasn't a
didn't
sh-
have
it wasn't
to
a
deal
sh-
with Celine.
It wasn't a shot at Blaze. It's a shot at just evil necromancers. They're like,
That's true.
Does
Evil
the necromancer
necromancers
need
give
to be
themselves
evil?
away being evil necromancers.
Yeah.
It's
See,
God,
like, it is
can't
like-
Necromancer just raise a family, but then the guards show up, start shooting arrows at you in the graveyard? God, it's such a
Theory is just like, they will be of use when their use is done. Their bodies will rest.
I'm just
Their
saying,
souls are already at rest. In my point of view.
necromancy is supposed to raise some moral arguments, so thank you very much.
It's
Okay,
necromancy.
but yeah, I will leave the necklace with both their wedding bands on.
Easily done. And as you
And I will just take a few strips of cloth and make a hood and face mask for the both.
okay. So you
Bandit
guys
old people.
you guys are breaking camp. You guys have set up camp. There has been a dinner prepared by Wolfenite and Cereal. A stew, which is pretty common on the trail. But it is warm and filling. And it is kind of cold and damp out here, all things considered.
Okay. Brent, because I mismathed. Can we reckon that I asked the name of the guy to the guy so I can keep control of the undead so they don't go fucking rampant during the night?
Yes.
Thank you.
You only used 3 or 4 questions, so.
Yeah.
So they don't go fuck. So they don't go, coup de grace
So
when
you had
we're
enough
asleep.
for each name.
Yeah. Because I don't want Tom and Jerry to go like, oh, sleeping people, stab.
Stab.
So, stew, right?
Mm-hmm.
Selena's munching on her stew, as happy as can be, as giggly as can be, because I don't remember any of this.
And Rattleghast, go ahead and roll me an insight because you're the only one who would even have a fucking clue.
I mean, would I notice that she stopped?
I still
arguing
don't.
midway?
Oh my god, I'm so
You
bad
have
at
rerolls,
insight.
Lev. You have rerolls. So you were one of the
Yeah,
few in the party.
I would very much like to use a reroll on that. That's terrible.
Fear, you could roll one with disadvantage if you wanted.
I'll take it. I guess I'll take the reroll if you're gonna make me. I don't know. Okay.
That cracks
Well,
me up
I
to no
almost
end.
rolled the natural one. Almost.
That's hilarious.
That's all you get. The white is she's
Yeah.
she's odd.
She's crazy.
She's an odd duck. Rattleghast, you've seen that look before. You've seen the glazed star eyes, and you know that some cost of her magic is doing this to her. You know that she likely doesn't even remember what happened today. She has no reason to believe that anything ill toward happened. Even if you talk about it, you imagine that her brain will just kind of explain it away, as tends to happen when people miss chunks of memory. Their brain fills in the gaps. Um, you've seen this kind of magic before, this kind of self-harming magic. Your organization employs um, people known as blood hunters who constantly are injuring themselves in order to be effective combatants. Your group also founded or discovered the first blood clerics. And again, they are people who self-harm in order to hurt and help others. So this type of sacrificial magic cost isn't unknown to you. You're not quite sure that you've seen it work so perfectly with memory before, and that's a little odd.
I would walk up to Celine. Is she? Are you sitting down? What are you doing?
So Celine is sitting up top of her carriage, enjoying her meal, and just talking with Saloon, who has just taken almost like a funeral look, because he knows exactly what's played out.
And you do get that sense that Saloon is privy to things or remembers things that Celine does not.
So I would climb up on the cart, give a little bow to Saloon.
And she remembers your name fully this time. There's a weird catch and balance here.
That takes Rattlegast off guard a little bit.
And she takes another bite. Do you want some of this? I don't eat very much. They say I should eat less if I wanted to be pretty. She kind of smiles at you and she's just as friendly and as likable as the first day you met her.
Rattlegast would kind of like push the bull back. No, I think that you need it. Old people don't need much food. Just a little bit gets me by. Celine, I have something I'd like to talk to you about. And I would sit next to Celine.
And you'd see her pull out something, and it's a wonderfully quilted blanket. And she just wraps you up in her own blanket as she kind of nuzzles next to you, eating her stew.
Burrito.
Burrito orc.
It's a green burrito.
Spicy
Got pictures
burrito.
of stars, flowers. You may recognize an event or two that has happened at some point. It's beautiful.
Your book. Have you lost any pages today?
No. And she opens it up. See, this is when and that's where like the moment realizes where there's a disconnect from what she knows and what she doesn't know. It was a pretty day out. It was sunny.
It was a good day. Yes, that's good.
Yeah, it was a really sunny day.
What else do you remember?
We
help. Do you remember the crate that broke?
Yeah. They cleaned that up. Someone told me they had like a bunch of treasure and
yes, that's good. Yes.
kind of. Yeah, it was. No, it was worthless junk. No, it was gold. No, it was.
Do you remember us all talking afterwards?
She looks up and there was just the blankest of stares. She doesn't remember at all.
We all had a good conversation, remember? We talked about why we're all here.
Yeah, we're friends, right?
Yes, of course. And Tyranny, the tragedy that beset him and the
Wait, what
revenge
happened to
course that he's
Tyranny?
on.
Wait.
Well, remember that these people, they killed him some time ago, and
Celine looks devastated.
As I'm walking in the background.
Yeah.
As he's just like walking by. I need the stew.
Yeah.
Leave some for me.
And he was brought back?
No,
And-
you're pulling my leg.
No,
She says, that would make a great story though, a turtle that, and she's instantly distracted herself from like the seriousness of her not remembering as drawing up the scene of Thirhe coming back from the dead as like this heroic turtle.
Do
And
you
she's drawing
remember?
it up as you speak.
Hair quotations, heroic.
Because
Do you
she
remember
doesn't
our
remember the moral ambiguity right now.
Do you remember our new acquaintance,
Yeah.
the man in the
Actually, that one I need a
mask?
DM determination if I remember Jay.
You remember Jay, yeah, but you don't remember much about him other than he's a doctor.
Yeah, we met this doctor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And his research, you remember?
Right.
Wait, he researched things?
Yes, he
Yeah.
did a lifetime of research, and
Oh.
it was taken away from him. And so now he seeks it with the dragon cult.
Oh. Oh. And Celine just turns to you and looks at you very dead serious. I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
None of this is coming back to me.
It's okay to have a foggy memory, my dear. All of us have it every now and then.
No. I remember saying at some point if we lose our memory, if we lose our head, we don't have a heart anymore. And I don't
Oh.
remember who I said that to.
Oh, sweet girl. I don't think there's anything that could take your heart away. Not even an all-powerful god.
Celine looks up. I hate them. I hate them all. And
Who
she
do you
throws her
hate?
book down in a fury of anger. You hear the slam. I hate everything about them. I want to do good because I am good. Not because people tell me I am. Not
Do
because I
they-
have 1,000 skulls screaming at me that I must do this.
Are they the ones that took your day from you?
Took everything. I don't remember anything. I was so happy for one moment because I told you a memory and I can't even remember what it is.
Do you
Okay.
need them?
Yes.
Why?
Radagast, I have no magic. I have no power. I am nothing without the stars above.
Well, that's not true. You have the power of your heart, young girl.
She shakes her head in clear despair. I am small and weak and I'm not very smart. The only power I have has come from the only way I can continue to help people has come from, and she motions upstairs. And know what? I won't remember this. I won't remember this tomorrow. They'll make me
Well,
forget
then I'll
again.
just have to remind you, I suppose.
And she smiles, but it's that smile of somebody who knows they're doomed. And she just looks at you and goes, I would appreciate that. But
It's
don't
a
ever
deal.
let me forget to be good. Don't let me forget to help you and help everybody.
I don't see that being possible, but I promise.
You promise.
I do. I promise I'm the only thing I've ever cared about in a long time.
And she looks over and she is weeping. The small child is just given up. And you can see the hopelessness. You can see everything that this journey has thus far brought her to just coming out, and she's apologizing because I haven't saved anyone. I haven't made things better. I haven't done anything. There's just this whole flood of emotion coming out, and you can choose to deal with that.
Rattleghast just embraces her and just like puts her head on his shoulder and just like brushes her hair.
Yeah. She is
Doesn't say
just
anything.
given up, and this little girl is just shaking. She's so scared, so broken, and yet she continues on. And like she said in her weeping and everything, I won't remember tomorrow. And she's so distraught over that fact that she won't remember any of this.
Ow. Whitey Hill feels bad about this. Fear? Not at all, but
That's the point. If you
yep.
play a
Yeah,
heart, that
you're
is the
guilt
point.
you're guilt yeah, you're guilt tripping me. You're
I'm
stopping
not guilt
me. You're
tripping you
guilt-tripping.
intentionally, but that just shows the difference of mentality. This is how you play a good character.
Yep. Yep.
You don't always play a character that aligns with your morality.
Yeah, exactly.
Rattle.
I'm not even this good.
What's your passive perception?
14.
You notice a few of the stars have winked out throughout this conversation, and at first it wasn't that noticeable until an entire constellation seemed to disappear.
Like in the sky?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Mother Ursa just said, "Fuck it."
Way too good roleplay. Jokes aside.
Specifically, Orion's belt disappeared, as did most of Orion.
Or Faerun.
No, the warrior.
I'm fucking saying the constellations that I know, and they're now in Faerun because I'm the DM, and that's how that shit works.
Hey, you're
I'm
free to
fucking
make
with
up
you, Brett. I love
constellations
you.
you so choose.
I'm fucking with you,
But
brother. I love you.
no, literal stars have disappeared. Wow.
Yep. Rattleghast just holds Celine and comforts her for however long she's distraught.
You see Saloon looking at you, and he just gives you a nod as you realize Saloon has been guarding her and protecting her. This little hummingbird, noticing all this pain, all the suffering that this poor woman has gone through. And you notice, they've been adventuring for who knows how long. She's probably forgotten how long that Saloon has been there. Maybe even throughout her entire life. But then I need you to roll insight on one particular thing. And
Bam.
would you like to use your reroll or not?
You have one.
You have one
Yeah.
left.
Yeah. It's yeah.
A little
On
better.
a 14, you actually make it because the 13 was the stat. On a 13, you realize one jarring, chilling fact kind of crosses your mind. Is Saloon enforcing this? Is Saloon watching? Where did this patron come from?
Salute was the patron.
Quick check. Jay and Thierhay, what are you two doing?
Me just putting the hood and the face mask on the bodies to make them ready for the next few days. And I'm having a bite to eat with Jay, looking at because because I think with a passive perception of 18, I would like hear like the whimpering from Celine.
Oh God.
You hear most of that
Uh,
conversation.
Oh, okay. I have like hearing most of it. I'm like looking at Celine, looking at Radagast with the look of I'm sorry, but this is. I'm looking at Radagast like directly when he looks to the fire. Like I'm sorry, but I gotta do this, my guy.
You
With the
also
look of
do
I'm sorry.
notice that several stars have just disappeared from the sky.
Yeah, a bit distraught over that, but yeah, I gave Radagast the look of I'm sorry when the look of I'm sorry.
Is this in the middle of like what's going on with Celine?
As you're
Yeah.
holding and comforting her.
Yeah, as you're
Okay.
holding it and comforting it, I'm just looking at you with the look of like of regret but determination.
You get pure daggers.
And what you get back is fair. The look of fair.
Jay, what are you doing?
With the mask like only slightly tilted up to like eat the soup,
Mhm.
so
This
you
is
can't
the
really
way.
make out the face. Kind of watching the camp of the cultists.
Ooh.
Roll me a perception check.
Jay, would you say that this is the way?
You know the way?
No,
No,
did anyone watch The Mandalorian?
Not either.
Really?
No.
I did
Yes,
not.
this is the
I
way.
need to watch The Mandalorian,
My
but I
God.
So
don't.
good.
But he's remembering me of the pulling the mask up. Wait, you can't see my face, bitch.
Yeah. No.
You
It's
notice that 3 of the cultists are missing.
missing champion. Missing champion.
Think.
Right. While look back
SS
at Thier, say 3 of them are missing. Be on your guard. As I finish the bowl of soup, slide back down the mask, tighten the strap in the back, put my hat back on.
I just telepathically tell Tom and Jerry to stay close to the wagon and keep the woman safe.
The crying woman or the woman in the cart?
He didn't specify.
Fair. And
Fuck, fair.
keep the woman safe. They know 2 women in this group. One of them is dead. One of them's alive and crying. They will
Right.
do what they do.
Right.
They
So
will
keep,
That's actually hilarious.
keep the woman safe.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, hey!
Tom just goes inside the carriage, stays there. Jerry takes out his bow and is looking out.
Fair
One
enough.
guards a corpse, one guards an actual living person.
As he goes inside, "You idiot! The woman that's alive comes back out.
Yeah, that can happen.
Just, no!
You actually hear Theory going, "You idiot!"
Oh, what? Not you, bonehead?
Oh my gosh.
No.
Oh, God. He's got nothing up here.
Ralagath hears, "You idiot," and like, what the fuck?
Hmm.
So,
And Tom comes back out. Sorry, boss.
as you guys get ready to bed down for the evening, anything else you're doing extra?
Yes.
Celine has fallen asleep in despair. That's
Okay.
how I'm going to roleplay that.
Rattlegas?
I'm gonna go over to Thierhay and gosh dang it.
Jay?
Well, probably also Jay, but
Cereal?
Cereal. Thank you. And just say I'll be back tomorrow. If Celine asks where I've gone, just let her know. I'll be back, but I've gone away.
Don't get yourself killed, old man.
I'm
Look
not
over.
going to do anything violent, just talk to people.
Would I hear this little conversation
Oh, yeah.
with Cereal and
I
Garrett would
kind of
look
brought
over.
it to you, too.
Yeah, I would say Three of them are missing. Careful out there.
I'll see if I can find out what it is they're up to.
Well, again, by the way, whenever Theo's looking at you, he's like with the look of like, I'm sorry, but well,
Dear, hey,
well,
do whatever it is that you want to do. Just don't do it in front of the girl. Don't tell her about it, you young fool.
you know what? Fair. And I hold out my hand.
Like to shake.
You have to shake.
Shake.
Uristabat, don't get yourself killed. And I cast aid on the.
Nice.
Nice.
So
Alright,
for the,
I am. Oh.
So you have so all three of us have an extra 5 maximum hit point.
Can I
Cool.
if it will it count as the start of a new day for Dave?
hmm?
Well,
will
it's
it
still
count as the
nighttime
start
right
of a
now.
new day?
It's still
well,
nighttime,
no,
so no.
okay. Like if it's past midnight or whatever.
No, and you're
I-
asleep.
Cool. Okay. No, I just meant for the effect of the Gift of Lux spell. That's all.
He's used all three.
Yeah, but I mean, is it a new day? That's why I was asking. Yeah, because that would be a cool roleplay moment.
Um,
It's a new
How many
day.
people get how much temporary hit points did we get?
5.
You, me, and Dave get an extra 5 maximum hit points. For
Okay.
Max
Yeah,
or
no,
just-
that's correct. That does
Max.
stack with
Max.
inspirational leader. So yeah, you're fine.
max.
Because yeah, it
that
just
lifts-
raises your maximum.
That'll last for 8 hours.
So 8 is our max for now. Well, not 8, 5 additional.
Yes, 5
Yeah.
additional is your max HP, and your HP will go to 5.
Yep.
Well,
Get
5
that
more.
additional 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I know. I'm like, do we have to heal that somehow? I'm just
No,
curious.
Yeah, you get them.
I have always played it and read it as, okay, I'm casting this, I'm giving you 5 more to your maximum, and increasing your max, it means I've increased your health to that point.
Yeah, as far as I've seen any FAQs on that, it actually gives you the 5 HP for when you raise it.
Yeah,
So you can
Yeah, I
actually
was just
raise
like, it
people
doesn't
up with
say
that.
it does.
Yeah,
but
it's
I
the
was just
same-
curious.
It's the same with Heroes Feast.
Oh, okay.
And then you also have Eric, inspirational leader, because I forgot you weren't here
Which is
last session.
9 temp hit
Nine
points.
temporary
9.
hit points.
Yeah, I still have that on mine.
But temporary hit points don't stack.
No,
Yeah.
but aid does.
Oh, yeah, aid doesn't.
Because
give
aid
you-
raises your maximum, so
Right.
it's not temporary hit points.
I'll get
Yeah.
that 5, those temporary hit points in the morning whenever you do an inspirational speech.
Yeah.
So
I do like that we're making these. Oh, I'm sorry. Please go
No,
ahead.
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying I was liking that we're making these roleplay moments. You're casting aid as we're all being like, as you guys are kind of making a bro alliance over here.
It's
And
like
then Celine's
I'm
catching
sorry, I
Fortune
understand your
as-
I'm sorry, I understand the point of view, but don't get your ass killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like that they're being used as roleplay elements. That's actually a lot of fun.
Mhm.
I
I love it.
You all, anyone else do anything for the evening aside from Rattlegast wanders off?
So
You're
the
asleep.
only thing is I might have Saloon follow Rattlegast.
Saloon will follow Rattlegast on his own volition.
Yeah. Well, I know. I mean, that's just being Saloon.
Right.
Um,
Eric?
Saloon is an independent.
Yeah,
little
Saloon
bird.
is its own thing, and it's a stay in the same plane.
Eric, did you want to do anything specific?
Kitty.
No, mostly I just wanted to watch the camp.
Okay.
Kitty.
Are you going to take a watch, or are you going to kind of stay up all night?
I'll like, once the group, once we ever figure out who's doing watch, I'll take last watch.
Okay.
When the sun starts coming up, because I don't have dark vision.
Fair enough. Von Ram suggests that he'll take the first watch.
I'll take second. Since Rattlegast is.
So Von Ram is actually kind of standing in Acrony's carriage and is just kind of leaning out the door, just kind of looking, keeping you guys in his sights. Rattlegast, what are you up to?
So, first I want to know if I noticed Saloon following me.
Yes,
You would probably notice that.
Okay. So I wander out into the woods, and then I'm gonna use my disguise kit to make myself look as much not like me as possible.
roll a disguise
So,
kit check.
is that
That would query dexterity.
dexterity?
So as silly as this is, can
Oh,
Saloon
buddy.
help?
Oof.
Question mark quotations him by pointing out any flaws in his disguise.
Sure, I'll allow it. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Saloon's like, honey, no, the shane's all.
Well, it's
Poking a
funny because
spot
that
in your
actually
head.
fits for Saloon who wears
Oh,
outfits.
nice.
I imagine
And
it's
I'm
more
actually-
like the hummingbird from Pocahontas, where he's just
Like,
Yeah,
picking
exactly.
stuff up and moving it around. Yeah.
Just runs into his shoulder if he has
And
like,
I'm
left a
also-
gap open where his green skin is available.
With all the
Pokes it
colors
like
of the
the spot that he.
wind.
I'm also, as I'm like changing clothes and stuff, I'm like talking to Saloon.
Mm.
Like, do you know what's going on with this girl?
Saloon
Alright.
nods. You just see this like slow nod, a very somber one.
Are
I
you
know
a
more
part
than
of
most
it?
will ever know.
Saloon shakes his head very slowly, but then gives a kind of head tilt, and you can kind of tell he thinks he's not, but he doesn't know for sure if he's part of the problem or not.
Can I do an insight check?
I don't think Saloon himself knows, but sure.
Sight check that bird. Do it, David.
I mean, it's a bird. You never insight check the bird.
It's a bird. Okay.
the bird apparently
Even an
is the
intelligent bird. Mhm.
Okay.
Saloon just be
Hmm.
like, I know more
As
than you
you-
mortal will
Aw,
ever know.
kitty.
It is a kitten. As you guys as you continue your disguise kit, Von Ram's watch kind of comes to an end. And Thierhay, it's now time for your watch. Roll me a perception check, please.
The rule guides me in this. Well, that's a 12. Fuck.
I love the other roll, by the way.
Yeah, like a 20 fucking 7. Your cat is just like, Father. Father, I
Love.
crave violence.
Father, love me. Love me. Pet me.
Give me patents. Do it now.
Kitty.
If you want to live.
Do you see your tail on the screen, Hermit? Is that what
Mhm.
fascinates you?
Yes, likely.
But yeah,
I
rolled a
actively
12,
look for
friend.
tail when I look at computers, but that may not have nothing to do with cats.
Badoomts.
Anyway, moving on.
Demonetized.
Yes. At least this group's not as bad as the Budari one.
Wait, what's
Well, it's
that?
'cause
What's
I'm
that
playing
boss's
Celine
name in
versus
Dark Souls?
Tessa.
I have no idea.
Oh, which one? Oh, the cat
The scythe.
boss from Dark Souls 2?
No, the scythe.
The scythe?
Priscilla.
Priscilla? Yeah,
Priscilla.
You
Priscilla.
talking about Priscilla?
Anyway,
That's some
Uh,
tail.
Fear,
Sorry.
hey, you're standing there,
Menacingly.
and you're kind of just watching over the camp. And as you do so, it seems to be a pretty quiet night, all things considered. You know, the stars are odd. You did see some blink out of existence, which
Yeah.
slightly unnerving. You know,
Yeah.
so
Just a
you
little.
know, slightly scurry. Eh, but you know, what can you really do? But if something keeps nagging you in the back of your mind, it's a sensation you've had before. Not one you can place exactly, but one you've had before. You don't like it. And as you're walking around, it's getting later and later. Thankfully, it's, your watch has gone by pretty uneventfully so far, all things considered. And it's just a couple hours left until your watch ends. You guys have what? 3 wagons? 4 wagons?
We have 3.
It's 3 or 4 now.
Yeah, it's 4
3 or
because
4,
Serial bought one.
Yeah. Because I think
Yeah,
what's
we
his
have
name
the
had
mobile
2, right?
forge. We have the mobile forge. We have our own transport carriage, and we have 2 for Macrony.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. That's right. Ooh. So, as you're getting ready to go wake Jay, because you do know he wanted to take last watch, and as you are, you finish your disguise up, Rattlegast.
Yes.
Um, you thought you heard something. For a minute, Fearhay. Rattlegast, you know you heard something.
Saloon?
Saloon is the reason he heard something. I kind of gave that one as a gimme. Because reasons.
Oh.
There's a thing I wanted. Where it be? Here it is. As you are, getting ready for getting ready and heading over to Jay's location, I need to.
Oh, if you're doing anything in the maps, can you place skeletons by the wagon where Celine is?
Yes, I can. Because I will be doing something with maps.
Well, you're spacing your speech a lot, so I'm guessing that you're concentrated in the thing that's requiring your attention.
Yes, that is not a terrible assumption.
Also, your stream's up.
What?
Also,
Oh,
I had
fucking-
I had the stream open in another tab.
Yeah, cheater.
You cheater!
I cannot see anything because
He-
you don't show the chat or roll. I
He
just see
is
the map.
cheater.
Well, the map is good enough in some cases. But anyway.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah.
I just checked it to confirm my suspicions.
Yeah, huh? You cheating bitch. It's okay.
Yeah, I
forgive
love you too, man.
once. But. Wow, really? They didn't give me a fucking. Wow, really?
Wow,
Okay,
really?
but you
What, they didn't give you skeletons?
But you got. Yeah, they didn't give me skeletons anyway.
The fuck?
Yeah,
No skeletons? The
I
most
have
basic
zombies.
D&D
I have
monster?
giant octopuses. I have ogres. I have fucking owls, peritons, polar bears. I don't have an owl. I have a rug of smothering, for God's sake.
But
I
no
don't have a
skeletons. What the
skeleton.
fuck?
All right. Well, anyway.
And by
Um,
the way, can you just get a shadow token in hand? Because if anyone comes down, I have a spell.
So, I will ask you this. What is your AC again?
19.
Fearhay. So, as you take a couple steps towards Jay, you hear at the last minute a pair of blades unsheathe and go for you. and you turn as they glance off your shell, and you see two cultists. But what you don't see is the assassin who comes up and stabs you in the back of the neck with a dagger, and you take
Ow.
Ungodly
Wow.
amounts of damage.
I mean, it's a dagger.
He said assassin. He said assassin.
I did say assassin.
Oh, he did say assassin. It's just like
You take
surprise.
40 points of damage
Oh,
Fair.
as you get stabbed in the neck with this dagger. And that's where we're going to
Okay,
pick
so-
up next time.
By the way,
You're
as I
sadistic.
get stabbed, I do go ah.
Damn it.
So everyone should hear it.
All right.
So I'm down to 14 hit points.
Oh well.
I don't get any preemptive action on that. Dang it.
You got to hear the two.
You make
two
it
of
your
the
own surprise
three
round
party,
as you come in.
And yeah, they didn't see you.
Yeah.
But
So
that is
don't
where,
worry.
That is where we're going to pick up next time.
Oh, I'm
These motherfuckers are
excited.
gunning it for me. These motherfuckers are gunning it for me. And me and Serial.
And you were the only one in the open.
That is
No,
hilarious.
fair, but I did fucking shout. I want to scream and shout and let it all
Right.
out.
Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this fantastic session. I know I have. Hopefully, we'll have more of the group next time. Remember, 2 weeks from now is our next Tyranny of Dragons episode. Next week will be our Seas of Vodari episode. And I can't wait to have more of that fun shenanigans happen. Also,
High sea shenanigans.
Yep. Also, guys, remember that I am officially getting my hands on the Grim Hollow D&D campaign setting. I am going to run a Grim Hollow Dark Fantasy setting. That is going to be taking place Sunday mornings, probably from 9 to 11 a.m., maybe a little earlier, depending on if my players can make it. But it will be a grim, dark setting. It will be scary. It will be spooky. It will be fantastic. But I can't wait for you guys to see it. I am going to try and do a lot more streaming on this channel. I'm also going to try posting a lot more stuff on YouTube. For those of you who follow my TikTok, I am going to do a lot of D&D magic items that I have personally come up with. I'm also going to come up with some DM tips that I personally have found work for me. May not work for everyone. So there's a lot more coming in the future, and I want to thank you all so much for watching and sticking with us. We had a fantastic cast of characters today, and they all did great. There were some beautiful RP moments, and I live for that shit in D&D. So we'll start with as they appear on my camera screen here for those of you who can see it. For those of you who can't, I am sorry. Also, Disney, don't sue me for what's up on my monitor right now.
Disney, don't sue me.
I didn't want them to just look at the gosh dang Roll20 thing when I'm not actually using it. Oop. But here, I can actually pull it up. Bang, Tyranny of Dragons. So, first of which, we had Rattlegast, played by my brother David, who did a fantastic job today.
Damn you, you decaying leatherback!
Don't get yourself killed.
Derogatory term for turtle, by the way, I don't know if you knew that.
No, I know.
We have Eric playing his character Jay, our monk.
Yeah. Don't worry.
We have
I can punch you back to life, my friend.
boom, Way of Mercy.
I am.
Well, I am still alive.
Yes.
I'm at 14 hit points.
You got kind of smashed it. We have Mr. Whitehill playing Fearhay.
I am almost dead again.
And we have the ever lovely Callie Cat playing Miss Celine the Stargazer, who did fantastic this time around.
Did she?
Rude.
No, I meant, like, she did.
I apologize, everyone. I'm just here to help, and I'm sorry it didn't work out.
Yeah, hear the screams of pain of the turtle and help with that, please.
Yeah. In the words of Celine, I'm sorry I wasn't strong enough.
Oh. But anyway, guys and gals, I have been Dr. John Wolfenstein, your master of dungeons for this session. I can't wait to see you all next time. Just for those of you who are bad with dates, just because I know I am, the next session of Tyranny of Dragons will be February 17th.
On the 18th. Oh, 17th. I forget. It's Thursday. It's Thursday already. Sorry.
Yeah, no,
18th
sorry.
for you.
I'm not competing with Critical Role. I can't. I'm not gonna. It's not happening.
It's the 17th. Sorry. I'm 8 hours ahead, my guys.
Yeah, our group has to be a lot cuter. Like, we all gotta hit the gym, we all gotta...
I'm trying to lose 15 pounds by the end of March.
I'm
Give me
not
a
calling
goddamn
you
minute here.
out! Hey, stop. I'm not
I've
calling
lost 3
anybody
pounds
out.
already, so
I'm just
I mean,
saying. To compete with Critical Role, that is a pretty task.
a fair point.
I mean,
I don't
Yeah.
know how you're.
yes,
I don't know how
meow,
you're competing with
meow.
Jaina Proudmoore, Illidan Stormrage, Roy Mustang, and fucking McCree. I don't know
Gara.
how you're doing that shit.
I mean, Illidan Stormrage. I put Gara in there too.
Yeah,
because-
I'm not much for Illidan.
You know what? All y'all non-WoW players can go straight to hell.
Oh, I play WoW. I just don't like Illidan that much.
Wow.
No, I don't either.
You.
I
What
don't
are
even
you?
know
Illidan
why I still
Stormrage
don't
equals
like
best
Illidan.
Stormrage.
What's Illidan? Is that like a really cool cave?
You shut
No,
the
it's
fuck
a
up,
character.
David.
Yes.
Is that an Illidan? Is it a really
I'll
cool
kill you
cave?
so fast, man.
Uh,
Anyway,
No, the thing is, I like him, but not that much. He's not my favorite.
sit down. You're in the.
I mean,
timeout corner.
I'm not saying I like Malfurion either. Fuck that guy.
I mean, okay. You're slightly forgiven. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you next time. And remember, stay safe. We can get through this. It's almost over. It can't go on much longer. I pray to God. Oh, one last warning. I will be traveling March 31st to April 7th. However, I will do my utmost to have a stream going both the 7th of April and the 31st of March. I am going to visit my brother, David.
nice.
They're going to be in the same
Yeah.
house.
Sweet.
He's got. So, David, what he's saying, he's gonna look you in the face when he's trying to kill you.
Right.
Oh, did you really just roll that 20? No, I don't think you did.
But I'm going to visit my brother David, and so I will be doing my best to stream from his home.
And he'll have gigabit Wi-Fi to do that, so we're good.
Yeah, there you go. It'll be infinitely better.
Bam.
I love
So,
gigabit.
so your brother just flexing on your ass right now.
Yes.
I have the highest internet speed I can have for my area.
Yeah. That don't.
But we're in Nevada, so
sad.
get
That
over
way it doesn't make it better. I'm sorry, man.
No, it really doesn't. But anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time on Tyranny of Dragons. Bye-bye.